Good morning, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jonda Buck, and I have the opportunity of serving and volunteering with the Motherless Daughters Ministry. I'm hopeful that you have had an opportunity to watch the two previous videos. In the month of July, we're focusing in on a special segment of videos for emotional intelligence. And the past two Mondays, we've talked about more of the individual, more of the self, with respect to emotional awareness and emotional management. So self-awareness and self-management. And then today we're moving into, so it's focused on us, and today we're moving into others. So we're moving into more of that social awareness and that social management. So I'm glad you could join me. Each Monday morning in the ministry, we send a short video that we hope will in some way educate, motivate, inspire you. And again, today we're going to pick up where we've left off with emotional intelligence. If you haven't had a chance to watch the other two videos, again, if you would go out to our website and look at the 4M4U tab, you'll see those other two videos listed there. Again, today we're going to talk about social awareness. And social awareness is the ability to take into consideration the perspective of others. And it's also the ability to empathize with others, including those from diverse backgrounds or diverse cultures. Some examples that we would find of social awareness includes being cognizant of what others may be going through. You know, even if we think about social awareness in grief, being cognizant of what others are going through, whether others are having a difficult time, and stopping and actually having those conversations with people in the moment. Being able to identify social cues, and this includes verbal and physical, to try to understand how others may possibly be feeling in the moment. Watching out for facial expressions, body language, paying attention to tone. Our tone is incredibly important. Noticing the details. This is something that my daughter will tell you, especially I'm not real great at, but paying attention to the details rather than doing the drive-by. We want to avoid the drive-by. So paying attention, focusing in, listening with the intent to understand and not listening to respond, but truly stepping back and listening to the other person. Again, demonstrating empathy and compassion for an individual. Understanding and expressing gratitude. Our director of our ministry, Mary Ellen Collins, has talked frequently about how she begins each day with gratitude. And in doing this, it's something that you can set the tone of your entire day by having that deep knowledge and that expression of gratitude. Recognizing strength in others is another form of social awareness. It's really about the ability to choose to see someone in a different light, maybe than what you had seen them, perhaps a positive light or a more positive light. Listening again to understand, not listening to respond. And if you think about why should we do these things? Why are these things important? It gives us the ability to truly understand others and then to be able to respond to their needs. So again, it helps us see individuals in a different light. It helps us, walk a mile in their shoes, for example. Again, it gives us that different lens through which we can view others, and ultimately through which we may even view the world or a situation or a specific environment. And it helps us build those really positive relationships and helps us to make responsible decisions as well. Lastly, it's important toward individual emotional well-being. And who doesn't want more of that? So I hope that you'll join me next week. Next week is when we actually begin to talk about how this has an impact on relationships. But first, in order for us to get there, we need to talk about what we need to be aware of. So my hope is that this week you will begin to practice some of these things so that you will begin to see others perhaps even in a different light, and that you will become much more socially aware. Until next week, I pray that you have an amazing week, and I pray that you are blessed. Thanks so much.